Hello friends, my name is John Mark Shaw. There is a science, a technology for changing our lives, for creating and sustaining positive change. There is a physics of transformation, a technology for living your dream. Einstein said, "Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and it must be yours." This is not philosophy, he said. This is physics. So how do we do this? How do we match the frequency of the reality of the life that we would love living while we're living in a reality that feels pretty different from that? Sometimes it feels a little bit disappointing, doesn't feel the way we want it to feel. How do we feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, as Wayne Dyer used to put it? There's a couple of steps for this. First of all, it's really important that we get really clear on our vision of what we would love. We need to create, design a blueprint for this life that we would love. How much money do we want to make? How much love do we want? Where do we want to live? How do we want to be living? How do we want to be working and creatively expressing ourselves? What would we love? What kind of relationships do we want to be having? How do we want to be feeling in our bodies and our health and well-being? First step, get really clear on what you would love. Step 2, be grateful for this in advance. Put on the feeling now as if you are living that life. Now. I am so happy and grateful now that I am living this abundant life that I would love now. Put yourself in the energetic state so that you can be a vibrational match for the reality that you want to create. Just like on our cable box, when we change the frequency that is being broadcast from the cable box, from CNN to the Nature Channel, the reality that shows up on our screen shifts immediately because we've changed the frequency. We've now created a vibrational match with the Nature Channel. And so the Nature Channel shows up in our experience on our screen. While it's easier said than done, it's no less a very compelling and very real technology. To feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, to be grateful in advance that I am living this life now. Imaginatively putting it on as if it's happening now. Reading your vision every single day, in the morning and at night, closing your eyes, thinking about, what am I looking at as I'm living this vision? How am I feeling? How am I waking up? Who am I with? Where am I living? Where am I working? What am I expressing in my life? How much am I reaping? How abundantly? How am I feeling in my body? You can put on the state and feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled now and be grateful for it in advance of it showing up for you. That's a vital part of the technology, because when you put on that state and feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled and are grateful for that reality in advance of it showing up because you're feeling that state now, you will download from your intuitive guidance system, from your inner guidance system, ideas that are a vibrational match to that reality. And then you one by one take those steps in the direction of your vision, which leads us to the third way to live our dreams now, which is to act as if. Act as if I am the successful, happy, loving, healthy person that I would love to be. Act as if I am making the money, I am having the relationships, I am living, I am creating, I am working in a way that I would love. What would that person do? How would they wake up? Who would they talk to? What would they read and watch? What would they not read and watch? How would they show up to every moment in their lives? How can you be that person now? So how can I have a clear vision of what would I love? How can I be grateful in advance of that vision? How can I feel that feeling of the wish fulfilled now? And how can I act as if I'm living that life now by taking the actions, showing up in the way that I would show up if that was my reality? And in that way, as I match the frequency of the reality that I want, by physics, by quantum physics, it must show up for me, just like the Nature Channel must show up when I tune to the correct channel. This is John Mark Shaw. At my vision workshop, we go deeply into this technology, this physics of transformation, and we help you explore your vision and step into it as if it's happening now and download those ideas and that inner guidance for your next step to move in your direction of your dream. I hope you'll join me.